This country you've never heard of has more travel freedom than India, Egypt, and Cuba combined. It's smaller than Delaware, has one of the strictest governments in Asia, and yet its passport is elite. It gets visa-free access to all of Southeast Asia and most of Europe. It's also the only country we've talked about so far with streamlined access to the US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. This is part 15 of ranking every country's passport. Number 23 is Uruguay. Uruguay's passport has grown steadily stronger over the last decade and is now incredibly solid. It offers broad access to Europe, Latin America, and Southeast Asia. The ever-elusive Australia still requires a visa, but 157 countries is pretty dang good. Number 22 is Mexico. Even though it ranks one spot higher than Uruguay, Mexico's passport is actually visibly weaker. It does have European access, and with mobility across Latin America, it's still a very respectable passport. However, Asia and Africa remain tougher, with many countries still requiring visas. Number 21 is the Bahamas. The Bahamas passport is strong across Europe, most of the Americas, and parts of Asia like Japan and Singapore. The UK and Canada are ETA only, and the US still requires a visa, but the second best Caribbean passport is pretty solid. Number 20 is Barbados. Barbados does have the strongest passport in the Caribbean and the 6th strongest in the Western Hemisphere. It gets you into almost all of the Americas, Europe, and decent bits of Asia. It's been a steady rise, adding 22 destinations in the past decade. Number 19 is Brunei. As mentioned in the intro, Brunei's passport is elite. It gets visa-free access to all of Southeast Asia and most of Europe. And as we mentioned, it's the only country we've talked about so far with streamlined access to the US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. That level of mobility is almost unheard of for a non-Western country. Number 18 is Israel. Israel's passport allows visa-free access to all of Europe, as well as easy access to most of the Western Hemisphere. Unsurprisingly, it's banned from many countries in the Middle East and North Africa due to political tensions. That limits its overall global coverage, but outside the Arab world, it's extremely mobile. Number 17 is Hong Kong. Hong Kong's passport is issued separately from mainland China and is far more powerful. Like we talked about with Macau, Hong Kong is officially a part of China. However, this passport operates under the one country, two systems model, and for travelers, that makes a massive difference. It's elite worldwide with few gaps. Number 16 is Argentina, Brazil, and San Marino. Argentina is tied for the second best South American passport. They offer visa-free travel to nearly all of Europe, Latin America, and parts of Asia. It's added 20 destinations in the past decade and should continue to excel. Brazil's passport is equally powerful with nearly identical coverage to Argentina, with the only notable difference is a required visa to Mexico. Recent diplomatic outreach and strong regional ties have helped it rise, as it has also added 20 destinations. San Marino is the third smallest country in Europe, but its passport is fantastic. You can see a lot more blue than usual on this map, indicating these countries require e-visas, but they're generally pretty easy to obtain. Its neutrality, historic independence, and strong relationship with Italy make it one of the best passports per capita on the planet.